Welcome. My name is Tanya Doll, and my master's thesis is on gender differences in learning, a biological factor. My project supporting my thesis is a Web 2.0 training module from Udoo.com learned during my Learning Management System course. Within my project, I have incorporated the many things I have learned from various classes, including multiple intelligence theory, to help with solutions. My education design and evaluation taught me about the ADDIE model, and emergent technologies expanded my Web 2.0 base. Digital media and filmmaking courses inspired my ScreenFlow, iMovie, and GarageBand techniques within the project. My obsession with gender differences led me to studying it for a thesis. Incorporating lessons learned, researching, and my fascination drove my thesis and project to completion. I feel that learning about biological learning differences is a significant contribution to education that helps to benefit the student's learning environment and focus on the strengths of the individual. So let's take a look at the design and development in action.
Now, men's brains are very unique. Men's brains are made up of little boxes. If a man has a chance, he'll go to his nothing box every time. Now, women's brains are very, very different from men's brains. Women's brains are made up of a big ball of wire. And everything is connected to everything.
Creating my project in Udoo from Udoo.com began with creating a course outline, and that involves setting up a diagram such as the one that you see here on the left. It basically places titles into groups and subpoints which can become screens. Next, I choose my interface and my theme that I would like to have. As you can see in this picture, there is the course map, there is the screen templates, and there is the screen name. This is where you share the screen. This is the media, and this is the text. Now, depending on the screen layout that you have and the template that you choose will determine where you add your content down below. So the screens are grouped such as this. In the grouping, and underneath is each screen, and you label those screens and then you add the content to it. You can have static screens and you can have interactive screens. And the static screens can have both media, such as movies and animation, and it can have text or a combination of the two. Or you can also have an interactive screen, which can have jumping to other screens and allow you to exercise. The learner can make choices such as multiple choice drag and drop questions. These are the types of static screens that are involved in Udoo. And these are the type of interactive screens, and I used a combination of the two to create my Udoo project. I added media by using screen capture and then importing it in to Udoo. I created a scenario, which is an opportunity to put an abstract idea into a real-world situation. So I created a real-world situation, and then I added many features in there for like a case study of how you would answer those questions. Creating a scenario, I used a combination of static screens and interactive screens. Once I completed my You Do To, I was ready to distribute it. I wanted to publish my course, so now I can publish my course and host it so that it is available for others to view.
More words produced and more words read by female and more visual by male.
This is screen flow and capturing the screen. You have your sound and you have your movie and you're capturing it. You can come up to File and Export, which is what I'm doing right now, and I'm exporting the movie that I have captured on my screen. And I can play it back and edit it in any way I want. I can click on the screen to actually change the screen size and apply that. I can click in here to listen to it. I can go up to edit and I can split the clip if I need to. I can create markers and then I export it.
The same thing happens for men. It just doesn't happen very often because, quite frankly, we don't care. Women tend to care about everything.
Here I have iMovie and I have a new project and I want to import those movies that I made in ScreenFlow, and so I can go to File, Import Movies, and I can look up the movies that I created. ScreenFlow and You Do To, and I'm going to import them into a new event called So by taking this movie, I can left click and hold and drag this clip up and drop it.
And that the female brain has more firing in more different places.
In conclusion, as a corporate trainer and a mother of a boy and a girl, my thesis and project have paved the way to future understandings of how genders learn and how to incorporate the strengths within each gender to establish a healthy learning environment. Having learned not only how to create training modules, but also what to include in them to inspire learning for both males and females has given me the tools to succeed as a trainer and a mom.